There's no good guys out there anymore. That's what I hear all the time, and we're gonna change that. Welcome back to Get Connected. I know, ladies, you are frustrated. The male population out there, we have not been trained on the ways of dating. Showing you class, showing you the man that you want, confident, bold, and yet a true gentleman. Who's gonna help us? None other than the relationship expert. You know him, David Coleman. He is out with his new book called Date Smart. David, welcome to Get Connected.
Hey, thanks, Conn. Thanks for having me back.
So, is it really true, I've been reading, that the pillow could be the success of dating?
Here's what I mean by that. I was lucky enough to partner recently with a company called the Carpenter Company who does sleepbetter.org, and they did a survey called My Sleepy Valentine Survey. And here's where the pillow comes in. 28% of the guys who took the survey, or less than 1/3, said that they have used rose petals on a pillow to convey romantic interest in their partner. And see, here's the problem with that, Conn, if it's only that many people. Women define romance as performing an ordinary act of love or kindness at an unexpected time. And as corny as a rose petals on a pillow might be, it shows that woman that he thought enough of her to do something ahead of time and have it waiting for her. Versus all the men out there, Conn, that you know that will blow off or forget or totally mess up Valentine's Day. So yes, something as simple as a pillow or getting more sleep together and waking up refreshed so that you want to be together, you'd be amazed how far that stuff goes.
You know, David, it's just refreshing to hear that news. Now, what advice do you give us guys in particular about the first date?
Okay, first date, my opinion, keep it very, very short. I don't think a first date should be scheduled for more than an hour or an hour and a half. Why? Because say, Conn, you go on this first date and the time flies by. You can look at her and go, oh my gosh, that time flew by. Geez, I had a great time. And she says, well, I had a great time too. You can say, would you like to do something else? And she can say the 3 greatest words in early dating. I'd love to. Versus a date that's been set up for 6 hours and you're looking at your watch going, won't you move? Okay, those are tougher dates. Okay, set it up for a short period of time. Let something else be the entertainment factor. And then if you want to, add more time to it. But I would suggest not too much.
You know, that's interesting, David. And I'm curious to know, you talked about the first phase of dating. Where does it go from there?
Well, let me just teach you, the people who are in their first phase of dating, I'm going to teach you and them something within 60 seconds right now of how to know if you're kind of with the right person. It's called the ABCs of initial interest. In the first couple moments that you meet someone, to the first date or two, you look for ABCD. Attraction, are you attracted to them? Believability, is what's coming out of their mouth true? Chemistry, the C is chemistry. Do you feel things other than physical attraction for them? And the D stands for desire. Not the desire to marry them, the desire to get to know them better. So guess what? If you're attracted, believe them, feel chemistry and desire, keep dating them. If you don't, you might want to back off and go, what am I feeling? Am I in this for the wrong reasons?
You know, David, I wish I had you as my high school teacher so you could have given me this advice. I could have saved money, time, and probably found the woman of my dreams already. But moving on, what are the best kind of dates?
I love active dates. I love 2 people to go bowling who don't bowl. I like people who go to a Little League baseball game and they don't even know who's playing. Why? When you go to a movie, you're really not communicating with each other. If you are, you're kind of upsetting the people around you. And then heaven forbid, Conn, you put your arm around her during a real sexual scene. She's now thinking, oh dear Lord, why was I brought to this movie? Then you go to a really expensive restaurant. If you're picking up an $80, $100, $120 tab, real or perceived expectations might surface. I'm a big fan of dates that the entertainment is there for you. And here's another one. You're going to think I'm crazy, but I'm not. Volunteer your time together. Go volunteer together. You know, and then you meet each other because of the wonderful thing you did together instead of trying to impress each other.
Those are some great ideas. You'll probably see a lot of people at the bowling alley this weekend. But we've been talking about kind of people dating, getting started with dating. Let's go to the other side of the spectrum, people that have been married or in a relationship. What are the key factors to keep that romance alive?
Okay, here's 3 key things. They don't take each other for granted. They don't assume that they're just going to stay a couple because they're married, number one. They eat better, they get more sleep, they exercise together, they get out and they get sunlight. They go on dates at least every 2 weeks or at the very minimum once a month, and they involve other couples. Why? Because couples who hibernate or who sequester themselves away, they begin to have their passion wane because they get on each other's nerves and there's nothing new they can do for each other or to each other. Involve other couples, enjoy life with more people, and it'll keep the relationship that you're in fresh and forward moving.
You know, David, it's great having you back with us on the show.
Every time it's a lot of fun, so thank you.
If you want to learn more about David and his great book, Date Smart, log on to our Get Connected website at conntv.com. Have you ever been horseback riding? Well, some of you have. What if you went out there with a world champion? We're about to take you behind the scenes to an amazing experience that's simply out of this world.